More than 3 months until the primary, 5 Republicans who want to be governor are trying to distinguish themselves in a series of debates.
24-hour News 8's Rick Elbin was there at the debates last night. He's here with us live in studio to tell us about some of the fallout. Rick?
Well, there was a little bit. Actually, most of the debate, the bulk of it, dealt with a lot of the similarities in the field of would-be governors. Smaller government, lower taxes, more responsible spending. But there was a contentious side, some pent-up frustration over whispers and innuendo bubbling just under the surface that were finally aired in the open, primarily between 2 candidates, Mike Cox and Rick Snyder.
I find odd that Rick would say that he's against the capital punishment where someone's been convicted, but he won't protect the unborn. So there's the inconsistency there. If you're right to life, you're right to life for all forms of life. If you're not, then you're not.
Well, we got the career politician down there making up stuff. From day one, I said I'm a pro-life, pro-family Republican, and I'm proud of it. And I'm sticking to that, and I firmly believe that.
You know, Rick, it's kind of interesting you say that, because when I was an 18-year-old fighting for our country in the Marines, no one called me a career politician. While I was prosecuting homicides in Detroit, no one called me a career politician. While you were making millions, sending 19,000 jobs overseas to China, no one was calling me a career politician. While you were pulling millions out of Gateway and engaged in insider trading lawsuits, no one was calling me a career politician. But I guess you have to do that, cover up your record, quote-unquote, of creating jobs in China, not in Michigan.
I'm proud of my record. I created jobs. I did not outsource jobs. And when it comes to Mike's question about being a career politician, you know why I know he's a career politician? Because you don't understand the American dream. I grew up in a 900-square-foot house in Battle Creek. I paid my way through school. I was successful. I don't know how anyone that's a good Republican can stand up here and criticize someone for fulfilling the American dream.
Just a friendly little exchange. Cox and Snyder weren't the only ones trying to make their points, but they were by far the two who went after each other the most. Afterwards, we got a lot of paperwork, and all of the candidates weighed in.
You know, someone talking about career politicians when in the late 90s he was talking about running for governor is the pot calling the kettle black.
Having people make flat-out assertions that are incorrect, unsubstantiated, and just lies. That's not good politics.
I think all 5 of us are talented people, different resumes, different plans, and those types of things. And so I tried to bring it back and to elevate and talk about the future, and not to make this personal.
I can't control what the other candidates do, Rick. I'm in the legislature now, so I'm dealing with issues with Michigan's economy on a day-to-day basis. The other candidates can do what they want.
You know, I'm in a business where people shoot at you, so if they want to throw words, that's fine, but I'm going to stay focused on jobs. That's what people at home want to hear about now.
All that paperwork we got afterwards, well, on some level, all of the camps claim victory, but as of this early date, we're far from knowing who the eventual winner will be. What we do know is there are more of these debates that are planned, but there's some indication that not all of the candidates may participate. Nothing firm on that, but we're just kind of hearing in the wind, and it would be interesting to find out what the reasoning would be if any of them decided.
Pretty early for these debates.
Yeah, I would say so.
When you said they can still file to run for the office?
3 weeks, yeah, almost 3 weeks. It is early, but do you remember what Terry McAuliffe over the Democratic National Committee did prior to the 2004 election? Year and a half early, he took all the candidates who wanted to run, and they did debates all over the country. So you would be focusing on their candidates and trying to get that field narrowed down a little bit. I think the Republicans here in the state taking part of a page out of that book, because right now the attention is on those Republican candidates more so than the Democratic candidates. As I say, there are other debates that are scheduled. However, if not all of these candidates show up for him, that could be interesting too.
Yeah, well, based on that exchange right there, Rick, these should be lively regardless.
Yeah. So far, it's not been built.
All right. Thank you, sir.
24-hour News 8 at 6 is next.